I think I would say it's kind of like high execution draft in the sense that they're just counter picking, right? They pick the DK Muay into the puck. I would say their prep didn't really come through. It's hard to expect that they're gonna pick the puck like this. So it's just in the moment they had to counter pick it, and they chose to counter pick it instead of like going with their own stuff like fully. It's kind of obvious that their draft is just to they see A, they pick B, you know.
Right. I see what you mean. Oh, we'll see how it works out. I'm gonna call them Fnatic at some point because they put the Fnatic logo in there.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
Illegal. Someone call the police on them right now,
Yeah.
Pablo. You narc.
Called. I just read Lotus book. I think the boss of Fnatic is like Sam Matthews or something. Somebody called Sam Matthews.
30 seconds.
Someone call him up. Hit him up.
He talks mad shit about Fnatic in the book.
I don't think that book is out yet, by the way.
Oh really?
I think you've got a pre-release. We'll get to that here in a bit, but because we might have a little bit of action. But Boca will kick things off here. Yep, Shadow Demon disruption into Arrow. You've got Zeal right on top, and Emo to close the gap. Who's going to take first blood? Zeal had it all along. Fairy Fire will force him to take it with the Whirling Death. Uh-oh. After Rain. He's in some trouble here too, actually. But Boca, yeah, they've got him. He's got a disruption. Doesn't even need it. Okay, good start for IG, to say the least.
It's pretty sad, man, for Radiant. They need to win their early game.
Well, mid still is something that can go well. I mean, Emo does have an assist now, but at least he didn't get the last hit on First Blood, especially. Ended up going to Zeal, but both of these side lanes now are just going to be skewed a bit naturally for IG. Like you said, definitely not what you're looking for here.
Yeah, bottom is gonna be... Actually, bottom is pretty free for the Timber for the early as well. Because Morph doesn't really pressure, and Clock doesn't have a good matchup in the Timber because of the Willing Death.
Yeah. Yeah, it won't be too fun. Camps will remain blocked here down bottom. I always love doing that, body blocking the camp even when you have a ward down, just to, you know, make sure your ward lasts one block longer.
Yeah, it's really annoying when support players are good at that.
Mm-hmm. Make it look so easy. Oh, okay, there was a death top lane onto Polison. I was staying down bottom because look how aggressive they're being here, right in the middle of the lane. Zeal's got another whirling death. Pretty good job there on that adaptive strike just to make sure that Zeal wasn't about to murder that poor Clock. What happened top lane, though? Just,
Meta Centaur... Oh, maybe they got level 2 first?
Yeah, must have. Just Deadshot and a Hoof Stomp, looks like. Did him in. Much damage.
This is a classic Mueta lane, though. I mean, I play a lot of Mueta, and it feels really nice to play with a Centaur. Very strong kill combination. Oh?
Uh-oh, bit of a pause. And a quick DC. You got to expect a little bit of that. I believe basically probably everyone going to be playing from home. And I don't remember if Raincloud... There's two Malaysians on this Ascent team.
The offlaner and the 4, I think. It's... The offlaner is Xiaoyu, I think. After it. His old nickname is Xiaoyu. I'm pretty sure. And then the 4 is Takahashi is... What's his name again? He's also an old Malaysian player. Like, he's been around forever.
Been around the block. Yeah, it's a bit...
Trazam, I think. I think that's his name. Trazam. Yeah.
Yeah, so a couple Malaysians here. So we, of course, connect. I think this is Guangzhou servers, I think everyone agreed on in the lobby. So just a little bit of issues to be expected here, of course. But nothing too crazy as we are ready to go yet again. Emo is, well, I mean, is suffering from the matchup, right? This is kind of how you expect things to go, DK versus Puck.
Yeah. Puck is... But I mean, it's Emo. He's gonna come back in the mid game for sure.
That's true.
He's used to this.
That's true. Well, so what, is Puck just kind of crazy in the meta right now, or is it just skill diff and mid diff?
I mean, Puck is one of the main reasons why Puck is strong is because the supports with strong control got nerfed. Like I mean, not nerfed, but like Lion is not that good of a hero. Footwing got nerfed a lot. What's another example? Sky is kind of a shit hero too.
Shaman, not
A
great.
lot of a lot of supports that are good at controlling are bad. So that's why Puck became such a big thing.
Let's check in on our other lanes here. Things looking still pretty decent overall for IG. Really just, again, mid lane is going to be a bit more difficult. But I've got to say, Ascent, they've been getting in. Oh, trying again for Paulo Sin. Not quite in range, though, close enough for that level 2 hoof stomp now. But lanes overall, I mean, you know, going okay. Down bottom, a lot of aggression here. This is the biggest problem, I think, is Zeal definitely has a game here, right? You've done well to shut down the puck, but Zeal 16-2 so far, already up to level 3. His lane, I think, is not going to be too difficult here from here on out, which frees up Baboka to go rotating and potentially upset that mid lane.
Yeah, I think your job as Clock here is like once you're level 3, you just try to pull small camp, and then you buy some clarities and you just try to make a gate move. Or try to play on the DK6 mid. You need to leave bot. Because you're not gonna pressure this Timber anymore.
Right.
And you wanna give your more solo XP.
Nice rotation, Takahashi, preventing Emo from getting a bottle refill. Can Ukiyo still beat him to the other rune? No. So it's still going to be a water rune refill. You've got the supports now sparring in the river as Baboka and the clock were rotating on over. I was going to try and... What is this? IJust? IJST? GJ?
I just 6.
IJust 6. Should be...
Dude, the Puck has a Ring of Bacillus. Buying Arcane.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's a matchup thing. Where he just wants to spam the lane for like 10 minutes straight.
That makes sense, right? Keep the lane pushed out. So make sure he just doesn't Elder Dragon form and steal your tower right away. Give yourself a little bit more space.
But your scaling should be affected a little bit, right? You don't have the power traps with the Witchblade.
Right. Your damage is not going to be as crazy early.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, maybe that's what kind of they expect this game to go, right? They did kind of counterpick him a few times here. Arrow from Paulison goes sailing on through. Lifeline down to about a third mana here, but otherwise nice and healthy.
Really interesting that the Centaur decided to go this build actually. He went 2-1-1 instead of the more Retaliate. I'm not that sure. I mean, I get the idea. He's playing with Moeta.
Alright, just looking for kills. Takahashi does get the calling down, but unfortunately the call was coming from inside the house. He's dead. Emo still now doing just fine. That was a pretty early rotation as well. They ended up catching him. Looked like he was going to rotate for minute 6 runes. Now both supports from IG are already set up and have some vision down in the mid lane as they try for an arrow mid for the wagon. IJust is going to catch that. IJust 6.
IJust 6.
IJust 6. Should be IJust 8. Because he ate that arrow, Ponlo.
Alright, man.
What? You can't do that to me, Ponlo.
Still early, man.
They're just running him down. I mean, Paulison's fine. He got 2 leap charges. This is kind of crazy mode right now.
Yo.
Okay, hit him into the collie. No way, right? No way.
What?
Okay, Takahashi. He dies for this, but honestly, kind of worth.
Did you mean to elude me?
Did you run use as well? That's definitely worth.
Not bad. Draws the puck away from the mid lane, which is going to allow Ukiyo to, I guess, tickle the tower. And he didn't even right-click it once, I believe. Whatever. Still worth.
So the reason I don't think like what the Centaur is doing is correct is because look at his net worth is so low, right? What should happen is he should have level 3 Retaliate right now, and he should just be cutting the wave because you're not gonna pressure the Medusa. Your Moeta doesn't want to stay here because Moeta wants to play on the DK winning puck matchup.
Right.
He wants to go help mid. So you should just get back to Retaliate ASAP and just cut waves and farm jungle and make sure your net worth is higher than Medusa, you know. That's why this approach is kind of bad, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they only got, part of me, 1 kill in the lane anyway, right? You got to question, like, how big of a difference did that extra level in hoof stomp make versus the ability to cut waves a bit earlier and more effectively. Yeah, I see what you mean.
I mean, he got the kill at like level 2. He wasn't even 3 yet.
Allison gets the leap away, but he's still inside of the calling, and the last proc of the battery assault level 2 catches him.
Your Centaur needs to be a beast this game, you know. You cannot be 3.2k net worth at 7 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
This level, like Centaur as a hero, if you're not fat, you're garbage.
Yeah, yeah.
Because your spells are like pretty mediocre, you know.
Especially with, I feel like, horsepower. What's his Counter-Strike? Yeah, Counter-Strike is his other facet, which I don't know if it's. I mean, it's just better, right? I guess, especially if you don't have any net worth, it's just better to have that. But yeah, I mean, I see what you mean. Is this the normal clock build these days? I remember when clock got changed, and there was more mana and damage being dealt on cogs. People were going like max cog sometimes, like 141 or something, or 113. I think became popular. 131. Are we seeing more battery assault these days?
Yeah, I think sometimes you see 2 points in cogs, but I think that's the max you go, and then you max your battery. I mean, because the battery helps you farm too.
Yeah, that's true.
You wanna hit some creeps on this hero. You don't wanna just, you know, keep every time you have hook, you go and hook and you just die. You just feed, and then you're like 8 deaths by 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's my specialty. That's what they call the seek and strike.
Usually, the clockworks that do that, they do that because like someone in the past, someone that was better than them told them, "Why are you not doing anything? You have hook. Go find a kill."
Right.
You know?
Yeah, it's generational trauma.
Yeah. It's like some bad habits that you learn along the way, and then.
Oh, hold on. There's some lines being drawn on the map here. It looks like they're going to try and contest any sort of stacks or anyone farming here. Would be a pretty good time. IG, they've got, I think, a triple stack here on the hard camp and a double stack on the Ancients. Emo is heading over there now. We're 20 seconds shy of the power rune with G's all around. I've never seen this equal sign before. What is that? Is it just good? Go?
It means teng teng. It means wait.
Ah.
It's because in math, teng equals is said like the way you say equals in Chinese is teng. So they just use it to say wait because teng means wait in Chinese.
Wait. See, there's Zeal. Yeah, there's Zeal.
Dude, he's stream sniping. Ban him, someone. He's doing a pure.
He's doing a pure. What a time. What a time to be alive. Well, and speaking of Zeal, his game's going just fine, isn't it? Like, yeah, he's not been able to pressure the Morphling out of lane because he's a Morphling, right? But the Morphling has to stop him from farming. In fact, Zeal top net worth up to level 6. He's got Chakram, so supports can't really play around him. Or, sorry, enemy supports can't really pressure him unless you rotate like 3 more people over to kill him. And even then, they got damage, but...
Yeah, I mean, the Morph already used his ult. It's on cooldown. So... he just used it. Okay. I mean, this is the only timing you have to kill this Timber. If you don't have a support TP down right now to kill this Timber. I mean, they might because they're discussing in the pause, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Gonna call.
That's true.
TP bot.
Lines were drawn into the triangle, though. Who was yellow? So the Centaur wants to go into the triangle. I mean, he's top. Maybe he's saying, guys, I'll push lanes top, go rotate, play around the DK a little bit more. His game, I mean, it's okay, but until he gets his Blink Dagger...
Yeah, they don't have the capability to go in there. They need to focus on their own game. I don't think they can stop the triangle. And if they do try, they're gonna die.
Alright. Oh, well, there goes Seal, speaking of, with his crazy Chakram. Big stack being farmed here. Big gold injection.
They're coming.
Oh, they are. Maybe they can actually find Seal here, but the Morph's on cooldown, and Ukio's going to run right into that Watcher, so that'll be that. At least they don't waste any time or put themselves in a position to be killed.
Yeah, I find the Centaur's net worth like kind of disappointing, given the start that he had. They got to kill Mirana. From there, he should be top net worth this game, to be honest.
Pretty big kill on that Koryu, though. That had, I think, the full Yasha on it for the Dusa. Not bad. Good find. But yes, overall, I hear what you're saying.
Radiant structures are fortified.
He is at least keeping up with Emo. I think his position's not unrecoverable, but Very good dodge by Emo there. Now the counter initiation. Zeal's rotated on through. Arrow perfectly timed. Well, it's hit the back of him, I guess, as After Rain only catching one there on that hoof stomp as he ends up stampeding through the fight. Might still be dead. Emo with a nice little jostling rift there to push him back as Fly rotates over from the top lane to join the fight. Eventually, though, they will run out of catch and control. 2 heroes dead, though. Pretty good, decent fight here for IG.
I feel like the arrow only hit because of how big DK is.
Ah.
Imagine if that wasn't a DK in out form. I don't think the arrow hits.
Yeah, DK's a big lad as well. Yeah, I was also a little bit surprised. It hit like the last pixel on his butt or something.
Yeah, I feel like the DK came out of disruption and then he used his arm and like he looked behind and caught the arrow himself.
Hey, caught him. DK be like, I'm trying to dodge these arrows, but I'm too dummy thick and I keep catching all of them. Another pause here. Bit unlucky.
I just 6 is not 6, man. I just 6 is only 4.
True.
That's a problem.
Yeah. He can't even hook shot in and die effectively right now.
Yeah. That's a problem.
They're both kind of sitting mid, absorbing experience. You got Baboka and Paulison closing into 6. The Paulison, the closest here as well. Already Zeal almost up to level 9. A very strong, a very good fight for him to rotate into. Doesn't lose his tower either because they had the fort. When do we expect this Morphling to come online, though? It feels like already like Ascent, they need to start doing something because IG are getting away with what we kind of called a bit of a greedier lineup considering how farmed all their cores are.
It's kind of... So the thing is, Timber and Puck are way too good at TPing and cleaning up. So even if you want to attack top as Radiant, it's so scary.
Right.
The Puck and Timber are just too scary in that position. If you try to dive the Medusa under the tower, it's like impossible already to open top tower. So as Radiant, you just have to, I think, just farm and try to stack some camps. And I'm not sure. Opening top is a no-go. That's that much I know.
Fair.
Right now.
Yeah, fair. Well, I think just okay. It's not top. Mid obviously didn't work out too well just now for Ascent, but I don't think it's a flawed premise. You know, maybe that can work out. But things... I mean, I don't know, man. Like, sure, you do have Emo who's gone for a different build. He's gone for these arcanes, but he's going to have the Switchblade online relatively soon, and his net worth from here is just going to increase. You're still 600 gold away from this Blink Dagger DK. I guess it just has to be on the Blink DK, right? Like, they've got to find an opening with that.
Yeah, but I think as long as the Shadow Demon is like focused on reading moves, he can counteract their moves pretty easily this game.
Yeah, true. And then the counter initiation is very natural from there, right? Especially if Paulison keeps hitting these insane arrows. I don't know. Again, no hate, but I don't know how he connected that last one. That felt unfair.
Land player Paulison is different, man. He's a land player.
That's right. That's right. He's a land player. Oh goodness.
Qualified to a land now, he's a beast.
Now he doesn't miss any of these arrows. Perfectly calculated. Max damage, you know. There's I remember like a while ago people were like doing like the Mirana, like they would kind of like buffer an arrow, you know, like with Yules. They'd like Yules like turn once, leap away, and then land a max duration arrow or something.
The back arrow shit.
Right. He remembered from those days. As he is ruining the enemy jungle efficiency.
Is under attack.
That's a good thing to do, to go in the enemy jungle when you can, when your hero can. Provides your team like info.
Yeah, true. Map's so big, right? It's even better if you can farm a little bit on the enemy side of the map.
Yeah, but like just seeing the meta there, like shows a couple of things, right? Your Medusa and your Puck. Now they can read like the speed of the enemy potential gang. It's like so much later than you don't have to be scared basically.
Right. Fly's not so afraid to farm so close to like the Twin Gate, for example, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, it's a huge difference for the core players when they see dots. See certain dots on the map. Like purple dot, purple dot is gonna be in every gank, you know. Purple dot is not there, they're not really fighting.
Stampede, I reckon that's gonna be for top lane, and mostly it's just After Rain trying to avoid an enemy gank. He'll still be end up leashed up by the Dream Coils. In goes Zeal to put him down. He TP'd into the top lane here. That may allow a response move from Ascent, as now we have Emo hitting us with a quick pause.
I feel like the issue was like they just didn't really execute well on their mid pressure. Like the DK was winning mid. Perhaps their supports didn't come in from the right angle, keyboard on both sides, and then like you saw right, the DK tried to stun the puck and then the puck dodged it. But it shouldn't be like that. They should take one side. The support should take one side, the left or the right side with the wall, and then the Muay Thai can start with the silence, right, in nighttime. There's some like execution stuff that you need to do well against really good players.
And
If not, you're not gonna get them.
Your brain is so big and wrinkly that these are so many things that I just would not consider. For me, I would just be like, it's time to gank, and I would just kind of try and run in. But
Yeah, I mean, when you play against like really good players, then you realize that, oh, actually, if they know you're coming, you need to like do things like much better.
yeah, you got to kind of squeeze every advantage you can. Nighttime vision or this or that, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely matters. So we get very quick Gs all around. Thankfully, a very quick unpause. So I would say the only game that's not been significantly negatively impacted is going to be our Morphlings here. Again, for Raincloud. Again, the biggest question is when he is going to start getting involved, whether or not they're going to try and play around him. As for now, here's our purple dot on the map. Takahashi is going to lead now Ascent in a smoke. This is going to be the Blink Dagger timing for Ukyo. Emo, they're heading his way, but he wisely clears the wave and gets on back. See how aggressive they're willing to play this. Ukyo sees him. Blink on in. Hook shot now into the calling. Can they put him down? Is the damage here? They missed there on the dead shot, but they've got more than enough.
Oh.
Emo almost getting out there, to be honest, though.
Yeah, he could have played that better. He would have lived.
Either way, a big pickoff here, and Ascent now looking for their first tower here of the game with that illusion rune as well. It is Fire Dragon, not Poison Dragon or Venom Dragon, but still, this could lead to the first tower going down quite easily with these illusions here to tank. TP is coming in. They're going to be bringing in the Medusa as the arrow finds the correct Dragon Knight. Incoming more arrows now from the Medusa as they're even going for this Stone Gaze play. The slows on Ukyo. He's got nowhere to go, nowhere to turn, nowhere to fight as he dies. Now the rest of IG, they rotate on through with Zeal connecting from the bottom lane. They're going to instead be the first ones to get this mid-tier 1 tower.
I don't know, man. It seems like Mirana counters DK, man. Just can't dodge the arrow or something.
Yeah, just
It's too big.
He's too big. Literally just too massive to avoid these arrows. Stampede for top lane. Paulison, he might be in for some trouble as Raincloud. He's gone through the Twin Gate now. Paulison has no more leap charges to play with, so he dies here to the Morphling. And that, it might not be the tower, actually. Zeal, he's managed to TP top. He did a run from bot lane to get into the fight earlier, and now with Emo rotating through, this is a very dangerous position to be in after Rain. He just gets out. He's going to be able to avoid that coil. And instead, it's Takahashi who drops in his place. Down bottom? Are they really going to try for fly? No, they can't kill him, right? No.
That's a good defense by the Dire, though. I think it's quite important, especially to defend your safe lane.
Well, speaking of defending the safe lane, or I guess not doing so, I'm not sure if Ascent will be able to manage to do the same here with Fly Nemo now set under the tower. In fact, you've got Raincloud just getting ran down here by Zeal. That will certainly force the points here. As the tower drops mid lane, you do see this tower go down at the very least. So Ascent not completely left empty-handed, but they certainly get the worst trade here.
Yeah, the thing is like, you get mid tower as Radiant, but your DK doesn't really use runes that much. And I think Dire abuse gates really well. Like, I think wave clear heroes use gates really well, and killing heroes is mainly these two. And I mean the carry is also very happy.
Just because it's you don't have to farm the wave so much, so your kind of downtime or your time showing on the map and not rotating is decreased, right? Kind of.
I think you just get to like clear waves a lot more than usual when you have. Like, you look at Timber, right? He just cleared bot, and then now he comes top, and then he can clear top, and he can go back bot again.
He's got a Rod of Atos. Plenty of damage reflected there on the Blade Mail, as even the Dream Coil being put to use here. JST, he missed actually on that Timber Chain. Zeal turning back for him now as Raboka at the ready to counter-initiate out of range, however, of a disruption. Ascent will just retreat here yet again. You've got Ukiyo, who was hoping someone would chase. He's pretty big right now, actually, with that shield rune, but last few seconds of this Elder Dragon form, I think they're going to try and make a move here. I don't know, this feels a little forced.
Very forced. I don't think they have damage to kill anymore.
Maybe they can try and catch him off guard then. No one getting scouted here. I just smoke. His smoke breaks, puts down the ward, but doesn't actually see anyone. It's Zeal in front of the tower. They will catch a glimpse of him now. There's going to be the initiation. Do they actually have the damage here? Yes, they do, actually. Pretty big kill onto Zeal. That's a kill streak on over to the DK. Tower goes down as a result, and actually a very well-timed move from Ascent.
I think that was like level 3 play, man. The levels, Dire's like, oh, Radiant's not gonna smoke because there's no DK form. They shouldn't try to fight. And then Dire like sort of split up all their heroes. And then...
Ooh, Paulson! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! The control isn't good enough. Another leap charge gets him out of there. He's just fine, but just barely. Mid lane, this is DK. This is real DK in some trouble, actually. Oh, and with Fly nearby to provide another move speed slow, he goes down. There's all that magic damage being put to work. Make that top river spawn on very good coil here, connecting on a bow support. Zeal, he's going to go hunting for more because Fly, he's going to be here for that move speed slow. I just 6 in some trouble. Another big whirling death there. Zeal on a double kill immediately after being ganked. Very good recovery from him.
Even though the SD disruption doesn't copy the corrosive anymore, like from the DK, you don't steal the passive, but you still... I think the new W is still so good against the DK. The matchup is still pretty good.
Yeah, they brought back... what did this used to be called? This used to be...
Soul Catcher?
That's right. Yeah, they brought back Soul Catcher. You're right. Super good.
Yeah.
Really good for padding your stats as well in post-game. Just you throw this on a few tanky cores and it counts as damage. And you're like, guys, it wasn't my fault. I did 25k damage as SD.
Yeah.
Ascent. Putting some pressure down now on this bot tier 1. Zeal's here to defend. You got TPs all the way around as well, but they have managed to actually sneak around here. Blink initiation with the calling down as well. In goes the Morphling for that extra bit of damage, and another kill onto Zeal. Another 400 gold on over. And this ought to be the tower as well. Pretty good moves by Ascent, to be honest. I mean, they're still down 5k on low, but these are big kills for them. Oh.
Yeah, and...
Just a clockwork kill. He dies for the space, I guess. Tower goes down in his wake.
1 kill, 1 tower. 1 kill, 1 tower. Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
The important thing is they're getting the towers. It's gonna help them farm better.
Oh, Dire scan here. Emo with an Invis rune. He's got a Blink Dagger as well. He'll get right up to this Morphling, who does get body blocked briefly. There is a Manta completed. Oh, one of these illusions catching the arrow there as well from Paulson. Rain Cloud is just fine as a result. Missed opportunity there for, I almost said bleed, for IG. Now after raid, he knows there's an enemy observer here watching him. It won't stop him from getting caught farming though. That's a little bit unfortunate for him.
Does he know?
He should have known because Clockwork saw the observer earlier. They didn't get the D ward.
Ah.
Remember when Paulson was leaping away up here?
Very bold of you to assume people communicate about wards.
That's true. I don't know, man. He was pinging it. He pinged that thing. But that's okay. Very...
Oh, now he knows.
Now he knows.
Now he knows.
Guys, don't worry. Vision.
I'm telling you, man, sometimes when your support players, like, when your 5 player, like, talks all game, because, you know, 5 usually they are pretty, like, active / like, they don't have to farm. So
yeah, they can look around the map. They have time to yappa a bit, right?
Yeah, they yappa, and then as a core, sometimes you don't hear them when they say, like, oh, it's water here.
You just filter them out.
Yeah. Happens.
Oh, unlucky there on the D ward here for I6. Just about an inch or 2 away. Might have some action here. Oh, actually, we're gonna have action now. What are we smoking on here? Any timing? Oh, Stampede.
Oh.
Hold on. They want to try and find something. They're a bit far away. They're gonna run right into Fly. Observer ward set up here as well for IG as Raincloud. Oh, the initiation Azanda Emo, he's dead already. Fly now holding on to this Stone Gaze as Paulson getting pushed back by the power cogs now. Finally, Zeal able to join this fight. It's going to be Takahashi dying on one side of the fight. Paulson, he might drop as a result, as well as Raincloud. He's morphed into the puck. Oh, I can't believe it. Paulison's still alive. Finally, he goes down. Raincloud in the river, managing to live through a bout of spells, but now Zeal on top of his opponents, looking for some more damage. Up to the high ground he goes. iJust6 might be in some trouble as after Rain connecting on the stun. Baboka in with the save. Raincloud on about a third HP. More than enough to get through Baboka at the very least as Ukyo looking for the TP out. The damage, it just isn't there from Zeal. Sheesh. A 3-for-1 trade so far. Might be 3 for 2 here as iJust6 attempting to run for his life. I reckon Zeal catches him going for the TP away, but Zeal cuts him down. That is going to be still a 3-for-2 trade. Pretty darn good from Ascent.
Ascent are cooking, bro, that fight. They're cooking. That was so reckless, but it worked out. I love it.
Man, they just ran right around that Medusa, and I guess they had good reason to. Right? Unless you just fight around her and G8 quicks the ground, you're not really too concerned with the amount of damage she's outputting. Immediately, anyway, right? It's more of the puck and the timber is the big concern.
I mean, wasn't it nighttime?
Yeah.
It was nighttime, right, when they started the fight. I don't know how, but they just caught the puck. And then, like, all of them was so invested on the puck immediately, straight away. No hesitation.
Well,
I mean, at least they're playing as a team.
that's how you get it done, right?
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
At least they're on the same page.
Will be a little bit more difficult to do that now. I mean, I will say that, but they've been pretty good at it so far. However, Emo, he finally has a defensive item, right? This Yule Scepter. Pardon me, this Yule Scepter fully completed buys him a little bit more time, maybe to outlast the Colleen or something like that.
Yeah, but they still do. I mean, he got silenced by off puck, or not
I think
sure.
so, yeah.
But there are still other stuns. DK stun, the Centaur stun, so he's not like completely out of the wood. But it helps him against the two silences.
There's that Solar Flare giving everyone a casual 100 damage. That'll take down Rush real fast. With an Aegis here now on Fly. Scan comes a little bit too late for Ascent to do really anything about it. How many do we have? One Solar Crest online? 2, right? Does Polison have one? Yeah, so 2 Solar Crests, 1 for Clock, 1 for Polison. 5 mana boots lineup for IG, by the way.
That looks kind of awful.
Item of the day. I mean, hey, they're not gonna run out of mana in these fights.
I feel like you're playing some custom game, man.
Lots of mana for Fly. How much is that for him? What do you get on these bursts? 175 by 5. I mean, that's not bad at all, man. Better than a mech for him, right?
Is it a BKB?
Another arrow here. Okay, does that BKB looking to turn? That was Stampede used a little bit too early, unfortunately, so they won't actually be able to turn too easily. And so they'll all be forced to back away back into the jungle.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I mean, Radiant are gonna have Manta Medusa problems, man. I don't think they can clear the illusion.
Yeah.
Only Medusa can.
Yeah, illusion clears are going to be a bit tough. I agree. Ooh, they do have a condo, though.
Radiant's top tower
Their burst is significantly stronger. So now you've got Orchid as well on the DK. What other big items have we missed out on? Orchid, obviously we just saw BKB. Nothing else too big. Vanguard, I assume, into Crimson, right? No, into actually Heaven's Halberd.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
It's because there's a Shell Demon item. That's why.
Radiant's top tower is
The
under
Purge
attack.
will push the Crimson.
Oh, yeah. That's true. Medusas don't like to go for a lot of BKBs. You don't see a lot of Heaven's Halberds because now with the debuff change, now you can BKB after you're halberded and still attack. It didn't used to work like that. It used to actually just be a 5-second disarm. If you could click it before they BKB'd, no longer the case. By the way, IG, I mean, just high ground pushing, by the way. They're like, you don't have the damage, you don't have the stones, you won't fight us. Raincloud says, I'll fight you a little bit. He's gonna eat, oh, doesn't eat an arrow actually, and instead, actually, Fly in a little bit of trouble here. They do get through that mana shield. God, everyone, pop your mana boots. 5 mana boots. Okay. Oh,
Safety.
Paulison. Sick initiation here onto him. The DK, they'll blow him up. Flyfly up on the high ground. He was actually kicking his own butt here with the Blade Mail. They actually did go into that Crimson Guard as well, by the way, as Flyfly still alive. Paulison, he dies. They take down I-Just6 as well. Flyfly still alive, and IG with a ward here on the high ground. Make this a little bit awkward for Ascent to chase. The tier 3 tower goes down to creeps. Ascent, they don't care, though. They're going to push mid. Pretty good. Pretty darn good from Ascent, I have to say. I'm a little bit surprised. I thought this was going to be a little bit more of an easy game for IG. If only because Ascent lost 2-0 in open qualifiers to Spiky Gaming, who, you know, got beat by everyone else as well. So I thought, you know, this was going to be a little bit more of, you know, some kind of Gaming Gladiators versus, you know, anyone else kind of a game, especially going up high ground on first Aegis. But IG, they've been rebuked. They've been rebuffed.
I think it's you actually perform better when you're playing like quote unquote the best team.
Emo catches his man there. Raincloud, he's got no TP away. Stampede will give him a little bit more of a buffer as he's going to try and go through this twin gate. Emo has a coil in 3 seconds, but otherwise wasn't really going to be able to stop him there.
Radiant's middle tower is under
They should get and go for the morph actually. The Medusa has TP in 5 seconds. Because they know that the morph has no TP.
Yeah.
But
Doesn't seem like it.
morph retreated back.
They're going to smoke, though. They will try and find anyone looking to snipe the Medusa, who's actually pretty isolated right now. Instead, all that they're going to find is a Clockwork who forces the coil onto himself by trying to TP away. Plants a ward in his dying moments. That's one of my favorite moves to make, but eventually still will go down.
That's for your
Oh,
impertinence.
just out of range, I think.
Yep.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Whoa, Takahashi almost dead here on the high ground. Flyfly, he's like, whatever, I don't need my team, I am the team. Flyfly, again, still playing with this Aegis, though, as Raincloud has morphed into the Medusa, now getting all of his mana burned. He caught an arrow. He's in some serious trouble. No way away for him. No chance to Manta either. As the imposter Medusa has been taken down, that will open up high ground here. Let's see what the damage is going to be. Aegis is going to be reclaimed now. Flyfly getting a full heal off of that as they do take down Paulison the once. Takahashi this time, he's in some serious trouble. Does not have a Pierce the Veil to try and evade here, so he goes down to Seal, forcing them back, but now caught underneath the tier 4 towers with the power cogs. It's a 4-step out from, I believe, Baboka, as Ukio dying underneath his tier 4 towers. After aim, Blink Dagger at the ready here. He's going to use that to just at least stun the Medusa a bit. But Flyfly, he's been kind of just A-clicking the ground here, to be honest, as he will reposition to go instead for these top lane of barracks. They've got no fear. It's a 4 versus 3. The Morphling's down for another 7 seconds. Aegis has been reclaimed, but the siege continues. Now they stun onto the puck. Can they really burst him down? No, Baboka is in with the save, and now Zeal's in with the damage. BKB active, but they get the puck. After Rain swipes him down. Flyfly now with that Stone Gaze active, retreating off of the high ground as I-Just6 has at least found Baboka. Zeal steals the enemy Wisdom Rune as he has to retreat, but it is going to be another pickoff onto the puck, putting a pause on that high ground push.
Interesting. Not sure if the puck should have died, but interesting.
Warm-up game for Emo, you know? It's not the first time he's been caught.
Yeah, I mean, he did get counterpicked.
Yeah.
I just didn't expect him to die after the disruption.
Me neither. But it happens. Good control. I was also a little bit shocked at how much damage he took from that double edge.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower.
They still have quite a bit of burst.
Can't check the death summary. Oh, there it is. No, that's the death summary for Centaur.
Dire's
Oh no, DK. Oh no, he got caught trying to push a wave.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, he doesn't have buyback.
Ruh-roh.
300 Oh, right, because also the Stampede did damage to him. He took 500 damage.
yeah.
Dude, I love this feature. This is so good.
Radiant's courier
Low.
has been
It's the
killed.
only reason I still pay for Dota Plus.
Heckin' love Dota.
I heckin' love. Thanks, Gabe. Best feature. You can use my referral code if you want. They should do that.
What's your referral?
I don't have a referral code, or you can. Valve doesn't know who I am. Who's this? Who's this? A little cheeky lane cut here for After Rain. Let's cut one wave at the very least, buying a bit of time for the DK to respawn, but map control will be heavily in favor of IG. Got Roche up in as soon as 18 seconds, so it's going to be a daytime Roche guaranteed here pretty much. I assume if you're Ascent, you just have to kind of contest this Roche.
Yeah, it's kind of do or die. I think if Medusa gets ages, it's too hard.
Yeah, especially now with Eye of Scotty completed on top of that Disperser.
I mean, Radiant's fight condition is they try to. I think what you do is you put DK like showing. You have to show someone because you need the element of surprise. And you try to kill the SD first with the Morph Centaur.
Well, instead it's going to be the Centaur showing as he gets caught first, already down to half HP before he can stampede away. Good disarm here onto Fly, but the Dream Coil committed now by Emo into the arrow for Paulison. After and still alive here, still fighting thanks to that Crimson, but eventually he falls. No buyback for a minute here. Thankfully, waves somewhat pushed out, but you do have a wave mid now approaching this tier 2.
Kind of unavoidable death because Dire could have been going to rush.
Right.
Yeah, I guess they can rocket flare it. Pretty much.
Well, there were smokes though. It was a good smoke play.
Yep.
Wave will be cleared mid, but they got to deal with the wagon. Now it's going to end up going down. Fly, sick Manta dodge there. Still gets hit by the fear as now the stuns, the control. It's onto After Rain, or Rain Cloud. Sorry, he's still just fine as I just 6. He just runs in. He just dies. Rain Cloud, at least he gets to waveform away. He's fine enough for now. All of a sudden, this has turned into a 5 versus 3 with the clockwork going down. What if I committed here? Won't save these mid racks too much longer. Zeal setting up for the arrow. Good damage. Takahashi, he is just bursted. Zeal with his blink dagger easily able to get on top. He's got buyback. You're going to have a Centaur back in 3 seconds. Might not have a top or mid lane for that much longer, though. The quick silence here, the poke and the prod, trying to get an overcommitment now as Ukyo just running up to Fly, holding on to that Manta style. There's going to be the disarm into now at least just a disperser for now, but look at the catch. What stunned up Rain Cloud? I didn't catch that. He's just dead. I think that's got to be game. Dead for a whole minute.
The SD is too annoying, man. You have to get on the SD somehow.
Well, maybe something to consider for next game here already. Ascent, they had a pretty darn good showing. I gotta be honest. Pretty good showing here. Unfortunately, IG going to be a little bit too difficult to uproot and get out of the base as they are playing without a Morphling still for 45 seconds. No Glyph of Fortification available. Fly is just so tanky. He's even got an MKB now. Nothing to really stop him. That'll help him get through the butterfly. Paulison just eating these dead shots, but that's just totally fine for him.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Now this is probably Mega. I mean, honestly, it's not too fast as a push. All right, there we go. Now Emo is finally starting to help out. That's going to be Mega's guaranteed. Zeal as well, just poking and prodding, bullying these supports. As there's a hook shot from behind. They've actually managed to get on top of the Shadow Demon. Can they burst him down? They can. What do they have left for the rest of the fight? Morphling respawning in 4 seconds here as Zeal up into the high ground has split this fight into 2. Ukyo in a bit of an awkward spot as he's going to be hit by this Dream Coil. Blink Dagger put on cooldown. No BKB for 10 seconds. Forced to turn and fight and die. Doing what they can. They find the Shadow Demon at the cost of 2 of their own heroes. Now Rain Cloud is alive. Morphs into the Dusa. Ooh, a fair bit of mana on back. Does need to be a bit careful after Rain. Blink Dagger in a few seconds. Just gets in there for that disarm as in goes Emo. Look at the damage here on a Rain Cloud. Look at the damage. Trying to get through onto Paulison as he morphs into as much strength as he can. Unfortunately, he's out of mana, out of life, and out of time here in this game number 1 as Ascent Esports will fall 1-0 to IG.
Radiant's
Well.
middle tower is under attack. Dire victory.
Oh,
Little quick DC.
pretty sad Muerta net worth, man. 6k net worth. Holy.
Not how they drew it up, I imagine. Bonlo.
And the things that counter the sniper will not counter the sniper. That's why the mid sniper was in by at TI. But no one played this
Prepare
support
for
anymore.
battle.
No, makes sense. The president. So how you call it on your team? Someone would be like, "I'm the president. Listen."
No, actually, it was something that Blitz told my girlfriend when they did she interviewed him,
Oh,
and he was talking about it,
the president.
about
I see.
how they build lineups and stuff.
They call it the president. So that's like the get down, Mr. President stuff. Always got to protect them,
Yeah.
play around them. I see.
Yeah, I mean, like their philosophy of drafting is like you have to pick your president first, and then you know the support stuff that you need to support the president. You know, you cannot pick a bunch of support stuff, and then like find the president afterwards.
I understand. Well, that's how we do it in America, but you know, obviously that has mixed results. Anyway, moving on. After it still look, I mean, he is completely alone here, feeling like a
Yo.
a little bit of a
Yeah,
baller.
they're at the same spot, bro. Don't die, guys.
He was playing around a ward here at the very least, but maybe just playing and positioning aggressively to try and get away with another rune, or maybe allowing his team to set up for something down bottom. Not sure.
I mean, the reason Daya are scared is because of the sniper.
Right.
So that's why this centaur is not dying.
There it is. He's shown.
I don't want to touch the centaur.
Well, now they'll touch the centaur, realizing this team's a bit far away. So I got hoof stomp level 1, trying to pump fake fly. I'm not sure maybe what the thought process was there. Maybe trying to get him to take wind run level 1 or something, but it'll end up being still runes 2 apiece after all.
There was some poker happening, man. The guy trying to power shot, and the centaur's like, he's gonna think I'm gonna dodge, so I'm not gonna dodge. And then the power shot was straight.
Yep. You always gotta love the mind games. I always end up kind of doing that to myself and running into hooks on purpose, I guess.
Yep.
That's my specialty.
The trick is to never try to dodge. Just walk.
Just walk. Someone kill that illusion. Why are they not? Okay, there it goes. Okay, I know it's only 2 gold, but please, guys, they're just letting Paulison do extra chip damage for free. I'm expecting top lane to pop off at any moment, to be honest. I guess maybe level 2.
It's pretty free centaur lane, but sniper is not gonna be like super effective with the hits, because there's so many illusions on his face.
Yeah, gonna have to deal with a lot of those. In fact, After Rain taking a lot of damage here, eating a second power shot. Gotta be careful, those things are spicy.
Yeah. The sniper needs like level 3 to be effective in this lane.
I just think it's really weird whenever these heroes end up getting played as supports. Remember there was a while, not anytime recently, maybe like a year and a half ago, there was like a little bit of Tinker position 4, back when he had rockets and lasers still. You just get like nulls.
Oh, I mean, now it's Tinker support.
Oh, that's true, but for a different reason, right?
Yeah.
That's fair. And now it feels almost like he's meant to be a support. Alright, just one deny there against Fly. Like you said, he always likes to play these ranged heroes, and maybe they're going to make it go for After Rain now. Hoof stomp on one of the supports, but he goes down. Sorry, one of the illusions, what I meant to say. Of Paulison. He still drops. Oh my gosh, he does at least get through Paulison as the power shot whiffs. Like you said, don't try and dodge, and it's an easy dodge.
No, he went double edge. He didn't retaliate.
And he did.
The thing is, like, I understand the build. They want to kill a Naga, but I feel like the Naga just doesn't try to do too much, and it's chill.
Right.
The Wind Ranger will just poke the centaur non-stop.
Is this salvaged at all if he goes like 1-1-2? Or do you still don't like it? It's just this early pressure.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's okay. I mean, later on it's okay. It's just that now the Wind Ranger is gonna.
Solo kill mid. Emo was just bullying him with chains. Sorry, with Slight, and then eventually found him with the chains. Big kill there. Ten denies for Zeal right now, by the way. As many last hits as Raincloud has. This lane not going so great.
Never refuse gold given.
Yeah, the Marcy 5 level 1 is not as good as before because now the E is percentage, I think. So your damage is lower, I think, than it used to be. Like your carry gets lesser damage from it, level 1.
It's very good spear dodge there. Even dodged my camera. by Rain Cloud. But a big wave pushing on in as the Shadow Demon is making pull-in very difficult. In fact, kind of impossible by continuously controlling the camps.
Oh, actually, he gets past 7. So maybe it's the same. Plus 8.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Glyph.
Who glyphed?
Who glyphed? Who did it?
Oh, glyph.
Who used glyph? IG.
Oh, glyph.
I don't know why they glyphed. It wasn't for mid. He wasn't diving. This game is starting to look a little bit worse already though for Ascent. But nothing too crazy. And now we finally have the point in retaliate for after rain. 2 points. Sorry, 2 bracers. What I meant to say.
The ass lane for sniper.
He's not having any fun here.
Yeah, the thing is like if you have a good lane for sniper, sniper is like the strongest laner in Dota. You know, it's like insanely strong, but in the right matchup. This is not a good matchup.
Radiant structures are fortified.
But they can kill the Naga like anytime if he gets a stun.
Yeah.
Then just 2 shrapnels. Naga is.
Also, just gonna have to be really careful with his positioning here, to be honest.
Scanning.
Emo making very good use of these infused raindrop charges. That was already a TP back to lane for Ukiyo. And now Emo, he can do the same and be back even sooner. -1 raindrop charge, though. I think he's down to only 2. Yeah, down to 2. So getting there. As the kill is going to be up top, actually, where I just attempts to rotate through the gate and instead finds himself killed. I don't know. The snipers seem to be more interested in rotating mid at that point. So I wonder, maybe they just... Well, either way, it doesn't matter. Rain Cloud, he's going to be rotated on now. He is already morphed on the max strength. Nothing he could really do there as I just 6. He might end up making the quick trip back to the fountain now as he's just TP'd into lane. IG, they set up the banner as they continue to dive him, tanking not only these tower hits, tanking for the creep wave, which is also this 5-minute wagon. Baboka, he's going to die to tower. It happens.
Baboka?
Happens to the best of us.
Baboka putting banners, not using disruption. Dying.
Not toggling tower aggro.
很嚣张啊 Baboka. Just say he's arrogant.
He's very bold. He's just playing bold. You know, he's got to get in their face, be aggressive. Speaking of being aggressive, I mean, it's Ukiyo who's really suffering. This is already his 2nd trip home versus the Umber. I mean, it's kind of to be expected with the amount of just damage output you can get, but not getting rune control doesn't feel any better either. At least Ukiyo, he's about to hit level 6 now. So this level advantage is not as bad as it looks, but he's already down to like half HP. He just TP'd it away. He's got his bottle charge canceled. This doesn't feel very good.
Middle tower is under
And look at down bottom.
They're getting diffed right now.
Yeah,
Holy.
yeah. Oh my goodness, Baboka got another kill there. I just 6. I mean, he just ran back into lane after dying. He might be dead again. Paulison, he's already found him. Emo, just kind of jaunting. Sorry, not jaunting. And he's not a pug. Going in on the illusions. I get a kill. What is this called? Remnanting in. He remnants in. This game's kind of falling apart, man.
Yeah, that's the thing with losing 3 lanes, that then all your heroes are like kind of low HP half the time.
The reel in. Uh-oh. After it. He's going to stampede. Still slow to a crawl. Hit by the shackle shot. And killed off by the power shot. Now Fly letting loose here. Now he does have Whirlwind, but eventually he'll get the kill onto this sniper. Actually, will he? Will he? Nagashi, oh my god! Oh, he's gonna solo them. Paulison now trying to fight through this one. Sonic Wave, he gets the sniper at the very least, but that didn't work out as nearly as well as Fly thought it would.
I think they picked the Wind Ranger Naga knowing that they're gonna pick the Centaur, and they're fine with it because I forgot they had this deluge thing against the Centaur. The Naga slow works through Stampede, so it's quite a counter too.
Rain Cloud. Oh, just gets away. For how much longer? I mean, top lane, they're actually going again on the Fly. This would be a pretty big kill, and they take him down. Emo and company now through the gates. Arena of Blood, not quite enough mana with the Soul Ring, though. Activated Zeal finally sets it up, catching 2 heroes. Rain Cloud, no waveform away, as he will collect the kill onto 2 cores.
is under attack.
Very good punish, very good chase. It is another death onto the carry. However, Emo and Zeal continue to rack up net worth. And who is this? Mid lane, Ukio. He just gets caught by Polison. Another kill for Emo.
Your mistake.
Emo 大神 is snowballing. Getting every rune, going to every lane with phase boots.
What was that? Dasun? I know Dashwan is garlic. I assume you didn't call him garlic.
Emo 大神. I think it's just I don't know what it means actually, but it's like a form of respect. Calling it's like a senior, I guess.
see, like Sifu
That's
or
what they call
something.
it.
Rain Cloud?
Yeah.
Rain Cloud, he's just dead again. That's just the carry. 5 heroes here down bottom and for that.
Bottom tower
But it
is
ends
under
up working
attack.
out just fine. And what do you have in response now, Ascent? After Rain, he did go 1-1-3, so he switched up the build. But again, like you commented on, maybe a bit too late for this to matter. Almost into the Blade Mail at the very least.
Yeah, I think it's just a flawed concept.
Frozen. Yep, he saw this one coming. He had the Observer Ward down. Song of the Siren activated, and it's going to feel like a wasted stampede here as Takashi is not going to be able to catch him with the Shrapnel either. At least the tower will drop here, but IG, again, they're getting the better trade as they've already gotten down bottom and pressure being applied mid by Emo.
Radiant's
I think
middle
conceptually
tower
you
is
just
under
want your
attack.
centaur to be left alone versus the win. So you want a 4 that can move and make impact, you know.
Play around maybe the Quap, I guess, a little bit more if you're the supports, you're saying.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
but the thing is like sniper is not really like that.
Yeah.
Sniper, you want to win your lane and stay there until you're like level 5. You want to get your power spikes.
No one's going to defend
level
this
5.
tower, I guess. This thing is just going to drop. In fact, they get another kill in top lane. It's going even worse. Paulison, he drops, but they get the kill onto Rain Cloud. That was actually down bottom. That was a solo kill by Fly with only the Javelin to do it.
Just a power shot, I guess? Yeah, just
Yeah,
a power
just a
shot.
power shot caught him. Bit unlucky. Tower drops top. Oh, Zeal also using Arena of Blood. Wasn't enough damage to get the kill on the After Rain. His Emo just lacking the damage as well on that last slight. However, Ukio, I don't know if he gets out of here. Chains are good. I don't think he's got the damage, and he knows he doesn't Emo no spells either. Okay. I mean, not terrible. Tower goes down. But you'll lose out on a couple of heroes here is the problem. And this is always problematic when you have the net worth kind of like this. 3, consecutive heroes, and then 3 heroes going the other way. After Rain, still at least the wealthiest hero on his side, but it's just, like you said, who does he play around? Or who plays around him? I don't know. Big stack at least.
Yeah, there's not much to do for him. His biggest impact is to just shove waves and be hard to kill. I mean, he's not gonna do anything if he tries to fight.
Right.
He's like, his 2 spells are level 1.
Rune down bottom, and correct me if I'm mistaken, I think this is every single rune Emo's gotten. First was Illusion. I don't remember this. Second one was
Regen?
yeah, Regen. Sorry, yeah, he's gotten all of them. He's gotten all runes. So he's still missing Amplify Damage and Invis, I think, are the 2 he's missing.
Yeah, man, do better, man, Emo. What are you doing? Why are you missing 2 runes?
Come on, Emo. How do you not have all the
Emo.
runes?
Yeah, man. It's basic.
But Shield Rune now ready to go. I mean, he's going to be able to play very, very confidently with this one in his backpack. I guess
Dire's
figuratively
top
in his
tower is
backpack. It's
under
not in his
attack.
backpack. But you know what I mean. And look, there.
If they scout the stack, they're gonna win.
Rain Cloud in trouble here. Stampede activated, but they catch him with the stuns, and he did not get the shift.
Yeah, he morphed the Wind Ranger, so he didn't have shift.
Well, he goes down. Fly getting closer and closer to now his Gleipnir. It's no Hector 13-minute Gleipnir on Weaver, but it's going to be a fast
Is
Gleipnir.
under attack.
Yeah, man, what are you doing, man? Fly. Come on. Basic. 13 minutes.
2-minute Gleipnir. Hector farmed a 13-minute Gleipnir on
The,
Weaver.
oh, I think they know the stacks are there. They're smoking.
We'll see. I don't think they scouted it yet. Takashi. Oh, no. Now they certainly will. These are some mega stacks as well. Takashi, he's going to end up dropping, tipping onto Zeal here. I guess because he missed the spear, huh? They at least cleared the hard camp stack, which was like a 4x, but they will lose these ancients.
No.
My money, my efficiency.
No.
And they're going to lose 14-minute wisdom here, by the looks of things.
No.
And another stack of ancients.
No.
Ugh, it's worse.
Stop. Yo, Bolosa, let it stack, man. Oh, come on.
Right? Dude, sometimes these carry players... he's a support, actually. What? He's just on the Naga. Just too busy microing those illusions. What
Yeah, man.
are you doing? Uh-oh. That's a support dropping. I mean, I just... It feels like the rest of the game is going to be like this, Ponlo. I mean, you're going to have Blink up by After Rain. He's been farming on the enemy top side of the map. So that Blink Dagger is about to be finished up. Dagon 1 completed for the Queen of Pain. But it's going to be a little bit of a struggle bus game right now for Ascent.
Yeah. The Centaur is enjoying himself at the food street. That's what my team calls it.
Ah, the food street. I like that, the food street. Zeal once again missing a spell. Please tip him. He's actually in a bit of trouble here. He's got... no chance to get up, but a very good save from Baboka. Will that buy him enough time? Zeal running for his life. Oh, still alive! As instead, Ascent, they lose 4. This ought to be a team wipe as well. That Gleipnir's already done. You can bet your bottom dollar. And Fly finishing this fight off in style. They call it GG. It's over. A 15-minute victory. That is probably going to be the record for the quickest game so far of the qualifiers, I gotta say, especially because we're only a few games in now. But what a beatdown here by Invictus Gaming.
Yeah, I think they look a bit tilted from the first game. Maybe they just need to